Oh, sorry, you just caught me having a cup of coffee in social isolation. It's very interesting times we live in right now. It's very interesting to see how we stay connected while socially being distant. More than that. Just today, we had our bars and restaurants closed down, and it made me think, well, where am I going to get all my calories? Coffee? I also picked the worst time ever to sign up for eHarmony and Tinder and Our Time and Craigslist. But the question for me and maybe others is, how do we move forward? How do we behave? How do we engage one another? Is there a Christian ethic going on right now? Or more broadly, a human ethic? And I'll make more videos on that later. You see, being an average minister with average editing skills, I have a few thoughts. One, Christians have to be smart, and two, Christians have to be kind. Scratch that. Humans have to be smart, and humans have to be kind. In Matthew's account, there is a point where Jesus sends his disciples ahead of him to the towns and places he intends to go. He lets them know that they will be sent out like lambs in the midst of wolves. He lets them know that when they enter areas to offer a greeting of peace and do what they can to feed or clothe or care or broadly heal. It's real simple commands, actually, to greet with peace and to care. But there's this tension between the sheep and the wolves. It is not too comforting to know that Jesus is sending the disciples out, and that sending is putting them at risk. They're in a vulnerable state. He doesn't promise a road made with lollipops and candy and even yum 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 coffee, but I want to focus a little bit more closely on how they are to behave in this vulnerable state. Because I, right now, along with Michiganders and maybe Americans and maybe the rest of the world, feel a little bit vulnerable at this time. I want to know how to behave and how to interact. The command is simple. Be as shrewd as snakes and as innocent as doves. Be as wise, as intelligent, knowing when to move and not to move. Be as crafty as a snake, and be as free from evil as a dove. Right now, with COVID-19 around, I've seen plenty of examples of people being as evil as snakes and as foolish as doves. Doves are dumb. I'm going to just say that. They flop around in the roads staring down cars, and then somehow they just flop into the hood sometimes. And I'm not saying that this is routine for doves. I'm just saying that on a scale of intelligence, doves are lacking. And snakes, they lack. I don't trust that they. I've probably been bitten twice since starting to record this. But the command wants us to be intelligent, to be wise, to discern, to be free from evil. There are accounts of people hoarding supplies, endangering others as they choose not to be fully isolated. They're not washing their hands, or they're buying hand sanitizer and trying to turn a profit on it. And this blows my mind that in this day and age, people would rather do harm to others by hoarding or taking supplies or stealing from hospitals. They would rather have fist fights over toilet paper supplies. Be smart, be kind. Greet people with peace. Wash your hands. Use technology to benefit. Text that friend you haven't spoken with. Greet them with peace. Call your grandparents or relatives and greet them with peace. Wash your hands and don't hoard. If you have taken a lot of hand sanitizer or soap, maybe call your immediate neighbor or the one down the street or the one who lives on top or below and see if they need some or food. Call some elderly people you know, talk with them on the phone, and then do a food run if they are running low. Call people who have pets, ask them if you can pick up pet food. Be smart, be safe, be kind. Okay, bye. This is the first of some videos I will be releasing during this time of distance. I will be promoting other videos as well, and hopefully some of encouragement and some with a little bit of humor. And my hope is that we find areas to gather around and somehow meet in this space, although we might feel disconnected.